Namaskaram guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel Shosnipempi. So today's video is going to be about how it is to be a spiritual person, how it feels like to be a spiritual person. I have always been a very spiritual person, and from the time I came back from Isha Foundation and I was initiated into Sambhavi Mahamudra, I have changed a lot and I have stepped into the world of spiritualism even deeper, and all the changes I'm going through are really amazing, but it's sometimes very tough for my friends and people who knew me for a really long time to accept this. So what is it to be spiritual? Most people imagine it to be someone who has given up everything and now has decided to go to some mountain and live there, and especially in India, maybe so in Himalayas. So it's like so many people have asked me, so now that you're into spiritualism, what do you plan? Are you going to leave everything and just go and meditate in the Himalayas or something? No, nothing like that. I mean, I feel blessed because I'm in India. I'm an Indian, and India is a spiritual hub. You know, you get access to so many beautiful organizations who can initiate you into different kind of kriyas. Sorry, that's my dog. So there are many organizations which can actually help you to step into this world of spiritualism, and they help you with your Vedic studies, the ancient Hindu scriptures. So there are some beautiful organizations, for example Isha, there is YSS, that is Yogoda Satsang, then there is Brahma Kumari, there is ISKCON, many more, like, you know, so many. Of course you have to be very mindful while choosing which one, and sometimes you also have to do the trial and error thing, because you need to see which suits you well. So for me, Isha was perfectly it aligned with my vibration, and I love it. So, but for you, if you really do want to get into spiritualism, there is Ramakrishna Mission. So you have to go and see, you know, you have to do the research yourself. Okay, so now the second myth is a spiritual person is someone who builds himself or herself a cave and lives there and feeds on whatever fruits and vegetables he or she can get their hands on, and that's how they live and that's how they lead their life. So again, that's really not true. Of course, it depends upon the preference. If you really want to be a brahmachari, or if you want to be a sannyasi who has given up everything, doesn't want to deal with the world anymore, of course you can do that. But no, just because not everybody who is spiritual leads that kind of life. It is there are people who see spiritual people like these are the people who have given up all their wishes and desires, worldly desires, and they don't crave for anything. They don't have any desires as such, no ambitions as such, and they don't need anything from life. They're going to give away whatever belongings they had, and now they're going to go away in some kind of vanvas or mountains. So that's not true as well. That's not applicable for everyone. And then there are people who actually see spiritual person as slightly unusual, slightly weird, and quite often they make fun of spiritual people, ridiculed in many ways. That's okay. I mean, everybody has their own opinion and that's completely fine. But you know, sometimes I can very well figure out, because you know, even while traveling, even when I'm traveling in airport, wherever little space I get or time I get, I sit down for my sadhana. I don't care who's looking at me, what's happening. So I always prioritize my sadhana. And sometimes the way you meditate, people find it very weird. It does become very awkward sometimes, and when you're taking long flights, you have to sit beside someone. So what I do is, before I do my chanting or sadhana, I always ask the other person who is sitting beside me that are you comfortable with me doing this, because I don't want to make the other person feel uncomfortable. And normally people are very not everybody is going to make fun of you. In fact, they look at you with a lot of respect, and like I haven't, touch wood, not faced anything of that kind, that no, don't do this, nothing like that. They are very supportive. So okay, so some people also look at spiritual people who have completely forsaken their intelligence and joined some cult. They feel, they don't see it as spiritualism, or they don't really see it as somebody who's a spiritual seeker, who's seeking for something beyond, right? They see like, oh, you joined a cult, okay, so you joined this group, okay, so what are you guys doing, burning up something, and like, these kind of things you get to hear. But again, you can't do much about it, because until and unless they experience that feeling themselves, they'll never know that what we are seeking. Now, another common thing that people assume about spiritual people are something must have happened in this person's life, something extremely tragic, something extremely pathetic, catastrophic. That's the reason why he or she had no other option and is trying to run away from the reality. Nothing of that sort. I'll be honest, how did I get into spiritualism? I was always into spiritualism. How did I go deeper into it? Because yes, I did face something in my life and I didn't know how to handle it. So I wanted to, get myself trained and, in that stage where I can handle everything confidently, and spiritualism surely does that. So yeah, for me it is applicable. Yes, I did get into spiritualism because something, I wouldn't even say because something, but a series of tragedy kept falling one after the other. And I realized that's what life is all about. I can't expect life to be always happy butterflies and rainbows. Most of the time it's not going to be the way I want it to be. So I have to be strong enough to handle every situation, no matter how tough it is. So yeah, that's how spiritualism came as a gift in my life. So spiritualism actually does not mean doing something fancy on the outside. It means finally you've decided to look inside, and you've decided to change your inside instead of trying to fix the outside. You've decided to discover yourself. You've decided to discover your origin, from where you came. You decided to understand your soul. You've decided to prioritize your soul and not prioritize this body or this mind or the emotion that comes along with it. So yes, spiritualism is something that makes you look beyond this. So yeah, I think it's high time people should stop assuming things about spiritual people, because I was one of them who did once upon a time. I kind of regret that. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you did watch it till the end, thank you so much for listening to all my blabbering. And please subscribe, like and support and help me grow. And please let me know that what kind of videos you want to see. You can comment and let me know, and so that I can make more videos for you.